There's a document that was buried for decades. It names names, and somehow nobody is talking about it. What you're about to find out changes everything you thought you knew about how power actually works. Today, we're pulling back the curtain on something that's been hiding in plain sight. I've spent weeks going down this rabbit hole. Government records, leaked memos, interviews that got quietly deleted. By the end of this video, you'll see the political system in a completely different light. And trust me, once you see it, you can't unsee it. Stay with me. It starts in an ordinary government filing, the kind most people scroll past, but buried on page 47 is a name that shouldn't be there. A name connected to 3 major policy decisions that, on the surface, look completely unrelated. So I started digging. I pulled the original records. I cross-referenced the dates. And what I found was not an accident. These decisions were made within days of each other and signed off by the same office every single time. Here's where it gets strange. That office, it was supposed to be inactive. Officially, it hadn't processed a single filing in over 2 years. So how was it suddenly at the center of 3 major policy shifts? That's the question nobody asked, until now. Now here's what mainstream coverage always misses. These decisions weren't made in public. They were made in rooms most people don't even know exist. And the same handful of figures keep showing up, election cycle after election cycle, regardless of who wins. I'm not talking about elected officials. I'm talking about the people behind the elected officials, advisors, consultants, people whose names you've never heard, but whose fingerprints are on almost every major policy shift of the last 2 decades. I mapped out the connections, and when you see it laid out visually, it stops looking like coincidence and starts looking like a system, a very deliberate system. This isn't a one-time thing. Go back 20 years and you'll find the same playbook, different cast, same script. A crisis emerges, the public is focused on the chaos, and quietly, while everyone is distracted, legislation gets rushed through, budgets get redirected, and someone benefits. It's never who you'd expect. I went through 7 separate cycles where this pattern repeats, almost identically. The timing, the language in the bills, even the media framing. It's too consistent to be accidental. And this is the part they really don't want you to see. So we've followed the trail, we've seen the players, we've seen the pattern, but there's one more piece I haven't shown you yet. One connection that ties everything together, and honestly, it's the one that changes the whole story. Here it is. There it is. The full picture. Now look, I'm not here to tell you what to think. I'm here to show you what the record actually says and let you decide. But I want to know, which part of this surprised you the most? Drop it in the comments. I read every single one, and I'll be pinning the most interesting take. And if you want to go even deeper, my next video connects directly to what we just covered. Hit subscribe so you don't miss it. I'll see you there.